Hello little friends, welcome to your word problems championship lesson. Yes, only 10 minutes and you are going to be champion of word problems at the end of the month. So let's start over with our questions. Look at this question. There are 21 pens in a box. So this is one box and how many pencils are there? 21 pens are there, okay? In one day, a pen manufacturer fills 3289 boxes. How many boxes he has filled? 3289 boxes. Okay. So how many pens are there in the boxes? One box contains how many pens? 21 pens, right? So 3289 pens will be having how many pens? Well done, 21 times 3289 pens. So the thing we need to learn over here, that we need to learn calculation. Yes, we need to calculate without calculator and quick calculation. Okay, as I always do with this method, so that I can teach you. 0 will be copied as it is. 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times 8 is 16, plus 1 17, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and 2 times 3 is 6. Now look at 1 times 3289 is 3289. Okay, now we can add these numbers. 6, 5, 7, 8, 0, 3289. Now we can add them easily. 8 times 2 is 16, 8 plus 2 is 10, and this is 9. 69069 are the total pens in 3289 boxes. Okay, we are done with this. Look at this. Do you remember what do we mean by this? Yes, well done. This is mixed fraction. And how you get mixed fraction? From improper fraction. You know what is the meaning of improper fraction? When your numerator is bigger than the denominator. That is called mixed fraction. Okay, so now we need to find that which one is the correct answer. So we need to solve this mixed fraction and we need to change it into improper fraction. You know that denominator is not going to change. 8 will remain as it is. We need to change the top number. How we can do that? 8 times 5, and then we need to add the top number. That is 8 times 5 is 40, plus 6 give me 46, and 46 to 8 is your answer. Okay, now look at this question. Now look at this question. This question you need to be a bit careful because you have very short time in your exam. So they didn't ask you to multiply. Okay, just listen to me carefully. They didn't ask you to multiply 4.9 times 21.6. They asked that circle the correct answer. Now, which one is the correct answer? First, we need to learn by the short way. What's that? You know that whenever you multiply some number, for example, 23 times 3. Now, the number at the end will always be 3 times 3, 9. Whatever your next answer, but the last number, the last digit will be found by multiplying the last digits of both numbers. Understand what do I mean? I mean that, for example, in these numbers the last digits are 6 and 9. You need to multiply these numbers. 6 times 9 is 54. Leave 5, just focus on this 4. So this 4 is the last digit of your answer. You need to go into your choices and you need to find every number having 4 at the end. Look at this number doesn't have 4 at the end, skip it. Then look at this number has 4 at the end, so we can choose it. Then it doesn't have 4 at the end, leave it. It also doesn't have 4 at the end, leave it, and leave it as it is. So look at which number you are left with, only 105.84. So this is going to be your answer without doing any multiplication. So now we can verify that our answer is correct or not, just for your satisfaction. Okay, let's solve it. You know that 21.6 times 4.9, what we need to do? Without decimal, we are going to first multiply 40 plus 9 again. So this 0 will be as it is. 4 times 6 is 24, and it will be 6, and 8640. Now you need to multiply 9 times 216. 9 times 6 is 54 and 9 times 1 is 9 plus 5 is 14. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 1 will give you 19. Now you can add these numbers 86401944. So 4, 4, 4, 8, 9, 6, 15 and 9 plus 1, 10. So where the decimal is going to be placed? After 1 and 2 from right to left. 1 to 2 numbers. Okay, so now look at your answer is same or not. Your answer is same. Okay, so now we will be doing these type of questions every day and you will learn that how you can solve these questions quickly. Okay, look at this type of question. It's a bit tricky, but you need to learn only once and then this is same for every number. Okay, how many thirds are there in the number 12? How many thirds are there? Thirds means 1, 3. Okay, 1 by 3 is 1/3, right? So how many 1/3 are there in the number 12? It doesn't mean that 1/3 of 12. Okay, 1/3 of 12 is 4, but this is not your answer. It is saying that how many thirds are there in the number 12. So first of all, you know that there is, for example, one box over here, and if I divide it into 3 parts, can you tell me which part is equals to which fraction? What is the fraction of each part? Can I write it 1/3 because this is 1 out of 3 parts. This again 1 out of 3 parts and this again 1 out of 3 parts. So how many thirds are there? 3/3, right? Correct? Okay, if I have one more box and I need to divide it into 3 parts, 1, 2, 3, how many thirds are there? Again 3, right? So how many boxes I'm having? 2 boxes, 1 and 1, 2 boxes. Then again if I have one more box, so how many thirds will be there? 3/3. So how many thirds you have right now in 3 boxes? 3 times 3, right? You have 9/3. So if I have 12 boxes, okay, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to 12, each box has 3/3 because each has been divided into 3 parts. So how many thirds will be there in 12? 36. How you got it? 12 times 3 equals to 36. Understand? Yes, you need to apply it every number. You can apply the same thing on every number. For example, if I say how many thirds are there in 20. So what you can do? You need to simply multiply it by 3 so that 60 will be your answer. Okay, so now look at this question. What is 1000 times 3.078? You know that whenever you multiply by tens, hundreds, thousands, what you do, you always move your decimal forward, right? You need to move your decimal to the right side. Where is your decimal right now? After 3. When you will multiply it by thousands, how many zeros are there? You need to count 1, 2, 3. So how many times I need to move? 1, 2, 3, and now your decimal will move at the 4th place over here. Okay, so your now answer will be equals to 3078.0. You don't need to write. So it means this is your answer. If you forget that how we multiply by tens and thousands in your decimal numbers, you can go back into your lesson and you can learn it over there. Okay. Okay, now look at this last question. Arif is making a cake. The recipe says that for every 2 eggs, how much flour he needs? He needs 100 grams of flours. Okay. If he uses 400 grams of flours, now he is telling that 400 grams of flours he has used in total. How many eggs will he need? How many eggs will he need? So there are 2 ways of doing this question. First, let's learn by this way. That's very easy. And 2 eggs needs 100 grams of flour. So next 2 eggs means 4 eggs will need how much flour? 100 plus 100. That is 200 gram of flour, right? Now the next 2 eggs means 6 eggs will be needed how much flour? 200 plus 100. That is 300 gram of flour. Okay. Now the next 2 eggs, that means I'm adding 2 eggs inside. So 8 eggs will be needed. 300 plus 100, that is 400 gram of flours. Look at, we have reached up to 400 gram of flours. How many eggs you need? 8 eggs. Understand? It means 8 eggs is your answer. So this is one way of doing. So let's solve the other way. This way of solving this question is more important and you need to learn it. So 2 eggs need 100 grams of flour. Okay. Okay, so you know that whenever you need to find something in word problems, this is very important that if you find the answer of each or one thing. Like here I can find that 1 egg needs how much gram of flour? 100 divided by 2, right? Because 2 eggs needs 100 grams, so 1 egg will need 100 divided by 2. That means 50 grams of flours. Okay. So 1 egg needs 50 grams of flour. Now how many eggs need 400 grams of flour? So if I write like this, it will be easier for you to understand. 1 egg needs 50 gram of flour, okay? And how many eggs need 400 gram of flours, okay? So this thing we need to know. So I told you many times that when you are given same units, write in this way. When you are given same unit and you need to find the other unit, what you will do, you need to divide them. That means you need to divide total grams by each, that is 50 grams. Look at this, gram is going to be cancelled with gram, so your answer will be in which unit? Eggs. So 5 times 8 is 40. So look at now, the answer will be equals to 8 eggs. Okay. So if you would like to do in this way, it's okay. But if, for example, you don't understand, you can follow the same way as I told you. Okay, so this is the last question of today's word problem session, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you in the next class.